Hi, my name is Sydney York, and for my biography project, I decided to choose Julie Andrews because I love musical theater, and because I love her as the roles as Maria in The Sound of Music, Mary Poppins, and the Queen in The Princess Diaries. Julie was born on October 1st, 1935, and she was originally named after her two grandmothers, Julia Elizabeth Wells. Later on, her mother and stepfather changed her name to Julie Andrews because they thought it was more professional. One of the first big performances Julie ever did was for King George VI's family. She started her career before then, and she was making guest appearances in her mother and stepfather's act, but then later on became a big part of their act. Julie continued performing, and around the age 17, 18, she flew to America to pursue her Broadway debut in The Boyfriend as Polly Brown. One of the roles she is most known for on Broadway is Eliza Doolittle in My Fair Lady. She played the role of Eliza in the London production as well, and she also, but for the film version, the role of Eliza went to Audrey Hepburn. While Julie was starring in Camelot, Walt Disney came to see her and asked her about the role of Mary Poppins. She originally declined the offer because she was pregnant at the time with her first daughter, Emma Catherine Malton. He said that they wouldn't be filming until later on, so she accepted the offer. Julie became good friends with Carol Burnett, and they performed Julie and Carol at Carnegie Hall. They also performed Julie and Carol at the Lincoln Center. Julie later on in life had surgery on her vocal cords because there was non-cancerous growth on them, but this affected her singing voice, so she could no longer hit the high notes that she was most known for, like whenever she was younger and in The Sound of Music. She came on out in the public in 2010 whenever the second Princess Diaries was released to show the public that she could sing again, just not the high notes. Julie was married twice, once to Tony Walton, and they filed a divorce, and the second time to Blake Edwards, but he died in 2010, I believe, as well. But he helped her write the book Home, which is the book I read, sorry. Three character traits that stood out to me were positivity, grit, and self-motivation. She showed positivity and grit during a certain time of her life whenever her stepfather became an alcoholic and abusive to her mother. During this time, she was always keeping a strong face and was always supportive of her mother, even during the toughest nights. She showed self-motivation because she was always striving to do her best in every performance and set new goals for herself. My big takeaway from the book is that Julie is an overcomer because she was always looking for the best in situations and pushing herself through. I do recommend the book because I'll learn a lot of interesting facts about her life that I never knew before. Does anyone have any questions?